On June 12, 2016, alarming teen walked into a nightclub and opened fire with a legally purchased assault weapon, killing 49 people and injuring 53. The same thing happened in late 2012 when Atlanta walked into Sandy Hook Elementary School with a legally purchased assault weapon, killed 20 children and 6 staff members. Tragedies like these are spreading like wildfire throughout our country, and opinions are highly diverse on the ownership of these weapons in our country. So, on one side, some politicians, groups like the NRA, believe that any bans on our weapons are infringing the Second Amendment. On the other, we have some politicians and groups like the Brady Campaign who think that assault weapons are just dangerous and lead to mass shootings. Our three inherent issues are the role these weapons play, purchasing one of these weapons, and the usefulness of these weapons. So, the role these weapons play in mass shootings. There's a pro side to this. Every time for gun safety, found between 2009 and 2015, there were 155 mass shootings in our country. 15 of these included assault rifles. Now, politicians against the bans use these numbers to show that, hey, they don't account for a lot of the shootings, so why ban these instead of the handguns? They cause a lot. In New York Times article, author Louis Beckett says, "It turns out big, scary military rifles don't kill the vast majority of the 11,000 Americans killed with guns each year. Little handguns do." No, there's another side to this. Hillary Clinton said on last Monday's debate, "One is too many," in regards to assault rifle violence. And this statement resonates with many people who've lost loved ones due to these incidents. And a lot of politicians and groups point out that our founding fathers didn't know what kind of weaponry could be produced down the line, and that groups should stop hiding behind the Second Amendment to condone the violence. And our nation's most horrific tragedies have been at the barrel of an assault rifle. We have San Bernardino, Orlando, Aurora, Sandy Hook. All these places have one thing in common. They've seen huge losses of life due to this weapon. And you may ask why someone would want to use one of these weapons in a mass shooting. It's easy. They're quick to shoot, ergonomic, and easy to get their hands on. What else do you need? Which brings me to my next point, purchasing these weapons. Now, the NRA, they believe that you should be able to go to your nearest sporting goods store, complete the background check, wait 2 to 3 days to get your gun. And a lot of politicians and normal people agree with this. That's your Second Amendment right. You should be able to go buy a gun, no government interference. And also, more regulations and rules added to the guns would just contribute to the crazy bureaucracy we have right now and drive consumers and money from taxes away. But the other side thinks different. If you can't fly, you shouldn't be able to buy. Hillary Clinton also spoke these words on last Monday's debate. This is one of the few things that both candidates agreed upon. And what they're trying to say is if you're on a no-fly or government watch list, you should not be able to buy an assault rifle or assault weapon. But somehow people slip through the cracks, and they end up with these dangerous objects in their possession. And that's not the only issue here. People with previous mental health issues are also getting their hand on these weapons. James Holmes, the Aurora theater shooter, wrote to his psychiatrist, Dr. Lynn Fenton, saying he thought about shooting people 3 or 4 times a day. She discarded this letter, thinking, oh, he can't have it. Well, she was wrong. 12 people lost their lives. This brings me to a point about a lot of politicians saying in our Congress, the system is broke. People who shouldn't have these weapons are getting their hands on them. In gun reform, it's agreed upon both sides. Some think we should do away with the background system we have now, and others think we should blame gun manufacturers for these incidents. And a lot of politicians on both ends of the spectrum believe that we need to repeat what Bill Clinton did back in 1994 with this assault rifle ban. My final issue is the usefulness of these weapons. Now, don't get me wrong, most of these weapons sold aren't used in shootings to kill people. They're sold to normal people like you or me. They just want to use them for hunting in some states or for competitions. And another point that a lot of pro-gun politicians will bring up is that what if we're invaded or what if we're attacked? And you want to protect yourself or your family, and you don't have the right gun to do it. Can public safety be threatened by this? However, the other side doesn't agree with this. They think society would be safer with none of these guns in circulation. And can there still be people who own these guns that would want to do harm? And another point, why would you want these in your home? If someone breaks into your home, why don't you use a handgun instead of an assault rifle? So, in conclusion, opinions are highly diverse on the ownership of assault weapons in America. Our three inherent issues were the role these weapons play in mass shootings, purchasing one of these weapons, and the usefulness of these weapons. I hope my speech helped you form an opinion on the issue. Thank you. in 1994, Bill Clinton, he passed a assault rifle ban. And in it, it said you could not manufacture or sell assault guns that had pistol grips, or actually rifles that had pistol grips, had more than 10 rounds in the magazine, or had a foldable stock. But it's what you call a sunset bill, which means in 10 years it's void, unless the new president and Congress signs it in, which did not happen because we're in the middle of the Iraqi war, and it would probably be a good idea to take away have it. Yeah.
Was the assault rifles that, like you said, in the mass shootings, were they all similar?
They were. So, I don't know if you know what an AR-15 is. It's kind of what the military uses. But there's a cousin, they call it. It's called an M15, I believe. I can't remember the exact name. But it's just like it. It's just not fully automatic. But you can buy mods of those to make them fully automatic. And that's what was used in Aurora, San Bernardino, and the Orlando shootings.
Is there any specifications on those modifications that they can make? Like, could those be regulated themselves, or are those made by like third-party people?
Third party, that's right. And a lot of the time they get these from black market sales. That's where a lot of these people get their mods and stuff. But also, I forget how many years ago it was. They banned them since, but Amazon and eBay, they used to be on there where people could buy them right offline.
All right, John.